What do you make of this OSP Ken Ofori-Atta issue? Is it mere media spectacle, the approach and everything, the back and forth between the lawyers of Mr. Ofori-Atta and the OSP?
I think that I associate myself with what Elvis have said so far. OSP has been an institution that the expectation for the institution was so high. People believed that this was a panacea to the issue of corruption.
Yeah.
And whilst it will become like the feared ECC that we used, EFCC in Nigeria, where we had Rabidu and the people, that's what everybody felt, that when it comes to corruption, you are. But so far, we haven't seen much. Or, and the law says that they should publish what they have done, their achievement. I haven't seen any publication to tell me that there's been a major case that they've been able to break through, or this is what they have been able to retrieve. I think that it may not also augur too well for the OSP, because most of the issues are being run in the media.
Yeah.
And anytime it comes to the media is a bit polarized. They also put their own slant and embellishment on what happens. And I think for a former finance minister, Ken Ofori-Atta, it will do him very well. He has a reputation. Once he has a reputation, a former minister of finance, he has institutions and the rest, and this is back and forth. And the allegation is also that we have been seeing him all over in and around America. He was in a restaurant and others. That does not mean that he's not well. If he's not well, medical issue is very, very crucial, very important. And even our courts recognizes that if somebody is not well, he must be allowed to seek medical attention. So I think it's the communication from his lawyers to him. And I've always been saying that, I've realized something. I think we enjoy the politics of every issue more than the person who is even involved. They believe that the politics would, the optics would cover the whole issue, or the main issue will fizzle out if we bring in the politics. But sometimes it doesn't play like that.
Right.
You, the person, if you don't take time, you become the victim. You suffer. And I always tell people that the law in this country, it works. It works.
Yeah.
It is just that sometimes you see different strokes for different folks. But once they decide, the law enforcement decide that they want to enforce the law, you'll be at the end of the wrong place. You'll be at the wrong place, because they look at faces, they look at people behind, but once the system decides that we want to enforce this law, that is, you realize that you will never have any favor with anybody when the system decides. And I think that this should be a matter that the OSP should look on it. If you want to declare him a fugitive, there are processes by which you can go. You have the power. You have some discretion. Do it. I think Ofori-Atta himself will serve himself and his relations good if he's able, through his lawyers, to communicate. I always say that, look, we are all human beings. It is rather a time you jaw. Go to the people and be able to sit down. No matter the perceived enmity between political parties, I'm sure the politicians and people see themselves as the same people, because they are endangered species. How many politicians we have in this whole country? The millions of people. Because they suffer from the same thing. All of them. So I think that, yes, OSP should be. Let me just make a personal one when it comes to OSP and Iyoko. My personal view. This is my personal, not about my party. My personal view is that OSP and Iyoko should be met. OSP, we don't have so much. Iyoko is all over the country. And the resources. So if you are able to put the same job and which they do and they collaborate, I think that we will see more effective prosecution and effective retrieval of some amounts than once we have one single institution and now we come, this man says that, oh, this job is not within my confines, let me send it to another institution. While you put these two institutions together, I think it will be more efficient.
Well,